of the research proposal that I have. So the title that I have is Designing and Creating Rebus Storybooks to Motivate the Beginner Readers in Their Learning Curve. So this one is actually research and development designed of research. So this one is chapter 1. The background and also the introduction of the research is children nowadays are not interested in books in the last couple of years, and they prefer to watch and listen things through YouTube or electronic devices. So the researcher called D. Verman and Hunter and Nelson 2019 explained in their study that many children spend a lot of time and hours online watching the YouTube videos about unboxing toys, about playing games, about making jokes, and even just going through the like vloggers' daily activities. And even me myself as the researcher also have seen this kind of phenomenon through the young kids around my neighborhood and also the young kids around in a town. And so here actually the picture of the storybook that is we mostly have nowadays. So some children are said that books are not interesting and they just usually like boring because of the big words that they have, and even the word itself is hard to read, which includes the inconsistency of the letters of sounds. For example, like if it is Indonesian children, they will read cup as chup kind of thing. So that one is kind of hard for children to recognize and also to read books in English, and also the chunk of words that children do not know the meaning about, and it also may fail them to gain like experiences in reading a storybook. And meanwhile, these kind of experiences in reading story can be so important for children in making meaning in context within books. So when the children like know, like and experience the story, they can feel like engaged and also feel like excited during the like reading, and also it will influence their like motivation and also interest in reading, which help them to improve their learning process. And here, storybooks actually provide pictures that may serve like words to clarify the text and facilitate language learning. That one is taken from the quote from a journal that written by Suchi 2008. Through pictures, children have the ability of awareness to relate pictures that they see in the book with the real things around them, and they can hook the children, especially beginner readers, into lifelong reading. Besides, the previous research shows that children who are in the stage of starting to learn to think by making relationship between what they hear and see. Hence, for children who just started how to read will be helped by pictures that are provided in the books. The children who meet pictures in the book will be found in meaning and interpretations within the framework of the experiences he has lived up to that day. So the Rebus storybook actually chosen by the researcher because of its ability to help children learn the language itself by replacing words with pictures, which can stimulate children's curiosity to guess and name the clues in the story. So here's the example of the Rebus story that I'm planning to read, but this one is just like just a piece of it. So the research that I'm going to do is going to develop the Rebus story in form of books, not only just a piece of paper. The problem of this study is actually to know how the existing storybooks look like, And then what are the needs of the beginner readers that cannot be found in the storybooks that we have right now? And also, what are things that can be developed in the new designed books, and how the new designed book impacts the students' learning. And the objectives of this research actually to know some elements that are provided in the existing books, and also to know and provide important needs of the beginner readers that can be found in a storybook, and also to develop suitable storybooks for beginner readers, and as well as to know how useful the books in children in improving their learning curve, in their learning process as well. So the key terms that the research will be is the rebus, like it is a linguistic rebus or rebuses are known as the symbols which represent words. That word is taken from the old book and also the old journal called Woodcock. The researcher is the Woodcock 1968 mentioned that a rebus story can be pictorial, and also geometric and abstract. And the second key term is pictorial story, is a story which are expressed in the pictures. And then chapter 2 is about the method. The 2.1 is about research approach. So the research and development actually is the type of research chosen for this study to design and create a learning media for beginning readers. The product of the research is a puzzle storybooks using pictures to substitute words so that they can be more interesting and hopefully can be more engaging, and also can improve beginner readers in their learning curve. So the product development in this study is using the AADIE model, which describes the process-based approach in developing a learning media. And the research validation for this study is about the quality of the research product measured by the validation of the experts, especially the lecture advisors, and also the field validation, which is the some teachers at Woolbridge Language Center, and the readability and validity of this study are presented in a form of qualitative data gained from the experts and field validation by asking the experts to elaborate their opinion about the product. And also, the researcher may interview the experts about the product concerning their opinions and critics and suggestion for the interest of making the product to have better quality. And the next one is about the research and discussion. So this part is actually the part where the researcher will present two kinds of information. The first one is the summary of the product itself, and the second one is the results of the product validation. So the first part is the summary of the product. So in this section, the researcher explains about the detail of the product in a form of table. So the table is include like the title of the books and also the aims of the books, and also like the picture of the cover and the language elements that the books has. For example, if the grammar element, so what is something special that the book can give to the readers, or the book can give to the teachers to help the children learn a language. And then the second one is the results of product validation in qualitative data. So in this part as well, the researcher will present verbal validation from the advisors and also teachers who use the designed book in their teaching. And the report of the data will be served first in the form of table, like the one that I share on the screen. So the first table is about the title of the books again, and the picture of the cover, and the type of inputs that the experts and also the teachers have towards the book. For example, if the teacher or researcher give the suggestion, so here will be the type of it. So it will be written like suggestion, and here is the statement that they have about the products that I uh, like designed. And then after that, uh, this table will be explained in form of uh, like report. So it's just not only in table but also in like paragraph, and the details of it will be served in a like what I said, in a qualitative data, which will be written and uh, arranged by the researcher. So that is the research draft that I have for this study, and thank you so much for the time. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. It's muted.
Okay, thank you, Lestari, for presenting your proposal. Suchi, I think you will be better if you are as the moderator, yeah? Yeah. Okay, now please manage your meeting with your friends, and then I will be last to give some suggestions and some correction, yeah, to make Lestari's proposal better. Okay, please, Suchi.
Yes, sir. Okay, everyone. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Okay. For two meetings, in meetings 15 and also 16, we need to for all to present apa ada yang bersedia?
Please point, yeah. Please point and offer to your friends which one will willing to present on the next day or on the next week. I think if you offer to your friend, yeah, those who are willing to present, yeah, I think they are presenting their proposal. Please point them. Please point them, Suchi. Please point them based on the attendance list you bring. Okay, I choose Risky, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Are you ready, Risky? Are you present today?
For kapan, sir? Sorry.
Thursday.
For Thursday.
I think if Thursday I'm not ready. Maybe next week.
For Tuesday.
Okay, next week, yeah. Next week on 16th meeting, Risky.
Yes, sir.
And then Tita, yeah. Are you present, Tita?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Tita present.
Maaf,
Tita
sir,
will
kapan,
be,
sir?
huh?
Kapan ya, sir?
Yeah,
Thursday.
Tuesday. Thursday or Tuesday? Thursday, yeah, Thursday. Right, Thursday. Okay, Thursday. So Thursday will be a presenter first Tita, yeah, and 16th meeting, yeah. In our last meeting, will be presenting will be presented will be presenter first. Where is he? Vitita and
Vita, sir.
Vita.
Sir, saya belum
Ya,
siap,
Vita,
sir.
Tita and Vita. Okay, Vita. Vita. Huh? Okay, I think we have two presenters. Yeah, Suchi. Yeah.
Yes,
So
sir.
if someone to present is okay. I think if you are ready, this based on yourself here. The score will be depend on you. I wouldn't like to what is to intervene. Yeah, to intervene uh your effort. Yeah, I give you a lesser time. Yeah, if you are willing, please present on the next week and on the next Tuesday. Yeah, okay, right. So all your proposal draft, yeah, all your work, yeah, related to the thesis writing, thesis proposal seminar, please submit on next week. Yeah,
Tuesday.
what date on the 16 meeting, Suji?
Wait for the minutes, sir. To
Yeah.
check. In 15,
Yes,
15 of
15
June.
meeting. Oh,
Yes.
15 of
Yes.
June. 15 15 of June, yeah. Okay, 15 of June. So this is the last date, yeah, for all the assignment, yeah, must be submitted, yeah, for those who are not presenting the proposal, submit to, yeah, your proposal draft, manuscript and video, yeah, video of your presenting. Okay, any questions about this, Suji?
Sir, I have questions, sir.
Yes.
How about can collect our work
Yeah, on the Spada.
on Spada? Okay.
Yeah, on Spada. You will be ready on Spada, yeah,
Yes, sir.
at 16th of June. But now you are not ready, yeah. But I'd like to make it ready on 16th of June.
Okay, sir.
Okay?
Okay.
Mm-mm.
So we have as two people to present in Thursday and Tuesday, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, we have two more. Yeah. We have two more presenters because on the next Thursday will be one person, and if it is necessary, we have two presenters. Yeah. And on the next Tuesday, yeah, on 15th of June, we have two presenters. Okay, so what this we finish, yeah, we complete our meeting on 15th of June. Okay. Okay, we'll present on the next Thursday. Suji, please read it.
For Tuesday, for Thursday, the presenter is Tita Permata Sari.
Tita, where is Tita? Tita, she is absent for the day. Tita,
She was in, sir, but probably the internet is going down.
Wington. She has uncomfortable connection. Okay, Tita, and then the next.
And the In Tuesday,
Hmm?
15th of June,
Hmm?
the presenter is Rizky Putri.
Putri. Where is Putri?
Rizky Putri, sir.
Oh, Rizky
Yes.
Putri. Okay. And add more. Add one more. Choose.
Um, Sir aja yang nunjuk.
Okay. We'll try. Aprianus has been already.
Third one.
And then okay. Silva ya. Silva. Are you present in this Zoom, please, Silva? Oh, absent. Absent Suci, ya. Kalista. Absent. Tulis aja absent yang saya panggil tidak ada.
Yes, sir.
Kalista, ya. Kalista Suci, ya. On the next week. Okay,
Kalista
so
Devi.
one more for the next Thursday, ya. One
Yes.
more. Okay, please over. Will willing. Will willing. Willing to present. The next Kalista and Rizky, and then on the next Thursday will be Vita, ya. Will be Vita and one more. Please choose him or choose her. Ilham, are you present in this Zoom? Absent, Suci. Okay, please note Ilham absent. Even though you display your name, but you don't display your camera, right? Sorry, yeah. Then Dina been already. Priyana. Adriati. Are you present, Adriati? Okay, right. Yeah, she is absent. Suci. Okay, and then Febriana, are you present?
Yes, sir.
Okay, present. Novita. Hello, Novita. Absent. Suci. Right, absent. And then, okay. Then I think this all, yeah. This is all, Suji, yeah, for the presenters on the next day on the one. Yes, it's just the same with this time. Okay, let's start, yeah. Okay, I would like to display by sharing your proposal in front of your friends. Okay, now please notice first from the introductions, yeah, that you have written on your draft. Okay. Yeah. Can you see it? Can you
Yes,
see
sir.
it?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Designing and creating repository. Okay. Before I'd like to ask you about related to your title that have you written on the proposal here. Let me give some explanation first. What do you mean by repos? The study. Hello, the study. Can you listen my voice?
Yes, sir. I just
Okay, so
repeat.
yeah, can you
Yeah.
give some explanation
So what I mean by repurpose story is just like a story that have like pictures to replace some of the words. For example, like if I say, "Oh, there is a big stone in the sea," so I will replace the word stone into the picture of stone.
Okay, I know. So you choose repurpose, right?
Yes, repurpose story.
Yeah. Okay, so my next question here. Do you have special argument or reasons? Yeah. Why do you choose repurpose story books?
Uh, why I choose the repurpose story is very like the reason is just because I have seen many storybooks, especially for Indonesian, uh, like Indonesian learners who have the English storybooks. They have like books, but the words is in it is just so like so big and only like not many pictures on it, and then probably they have like the big picture of it, but in the paragraph or the story just like full of words. So sometimes the children get lost when reading the story, because we know that, I mean, Indonesian students still have like limited vocabulary. So to help them to know the meaning of the word is by putting the picture instead of the word itself.
Well, I think it is very important to write on your background of the study, yes, such as what you have you written, what have you talked in front of us. Yeah, that's the important point here. Okay, so based on your observation on the users or the readers, yeah, for example, it was found, yeah, that most of the students get difficulty in understanding or was very poor, yeah, to read a book, because even though they have what I'm calling here a pictures, but uh, it was included a lot of word, yeah, a lot of writing here, so make them a poor, for example, here, and it was supported by the previous studies in the previous research. I think will be okay if you include in your background of study like this, yeah.
Yes, sir.
So and then I'm noticing to your background of studies needed on your proposal. Yeah, children are not interested in books. Yeah, in this a few years, I think you need to provide the evidence who said it like this. Yeah, how can you write down it like this? Yeah, if it
Okay.
is your argument, I think it was supported or it is need. Yeah, it is needed to support the what is the previous studies like this. Yeah, or based on your observation or based on your primary study, for example, like this. So it will be I think it have a power statement, a good statement, a good argument here if it is supported by the evidence or the sources, yeah, from the previous studies. Okay,
Yes.
yeah, Lestari,
Yes.
understand
Yes.
what I mean, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And then after having this is kind of point of the aim, point of the objective, this is kinds of the objective of your problem, because your problem here, your common problem here is the student are not interested in reading a book, right? This is a point, yeah, this is a point. So how can you solve this is, yeah, you are going to perform creating repository book. Okay, so this is the alternative to motivate student to beginner readers, I think, yeah, to beginner readers, yeah, in their learning. Okay, so this is the a point, yeah, point of your aim, right? Yeah, so how can you spot the point of your aim? Okay, you explain, yeah, that the beginner reader prefer to watch and listen things through YouTube. Okay, so this is the a point, yeah. The student prefer YouTube to books, for example, like this. Why? And then please give some argument like this. Okay, you provide your argument by keeping the appropriate argument from the development, all right? Development and Nelson. So if you follow the what I'm calling here the student's manual of writing proposal, I think how can you write this? Yeah, please remove to the parentheses. Yeah,
Oh, yes, sir.
okay, and then you write this. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So a year in the parenthesis. Okay. So deferment, yeah. Which one is the last name from this? Yeah. If Harders is the last name, or what is it is the last name, or what is
Oh, they are
the
actually the last name, sir. So
the last name, not other
yeah, so
authors.
actually there are three researchers who do this research, but then I just forgot to
Okay,
put the
so you
grammar.
write this
Yeah.
if it is the last name of if it is other researchers or other authors, yeah, you need development at all, yeah, 2019, yeah,
Oh,
right. So more than 2% you may add all, and then less than 3% or three authors you may and right, yeah. Then deferment, if she is or he is other authors, yeah, you may write deferment at all. So if it is the last name, yeah, from the Fairman, you may deferment, yeah, Hooters, yeah, and Nelson 2009. So you need to write like this, yeah. All right,
oh, yes, sir.
understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Explain, yeah, in this study that many children spend a lot of the time in hours online watching YouTube. That okay, it is supporting idea from your big problem. Okay, why they are not interesting? Yeah, why they are not interested in reading a book? Yeah, because they prefer, yeah, what is watch YouTube, yeah, to read the book. Okay, so it is supported by the previous study on the previous argument, yeah, derived from the result from the finding or studies by Hooters and Nelson. That very good ideas. Okay, yeah, so it is very good ideas from this, yeah. And then please come to your title here. Creating a repository book, yeah, can motivate readers, beginner readers, yeah, in the learning. My next question here is, how can you know, yeah, that creating repository books, yeah, can motivate beginner readers to learning?
So in this research, actually, the I as the researcher will decide also like produce the book, but then like what I said in the methodology of the research that we will have the validation. So the validation itself will be from the two sides, from the lecture advisors and also the teachers who might use the book to teach the children. So from
Mhm.
that we can know like whether this book is kind of like motivate them, or this book kind of like it's just the lame books like other books. So from there we can see, and I can like summarize the result of the books, whether it's useful or not, whether
Okay.
it can motivate or not.
Okay, so please write how can you ensure the readers and the readers storing storybooks, yeah, can motivate the student to read, yeah, or I can motivate the beginner reader to read. I think this is very important to need, yeah, very important to need, yeah, for the readers, yeah, that readers storybook is better than others like this, by providing another previous studies or finding like this, yeah, can support your argument or your statement. Okay, well, before giving the last question from the introduction to your research, yeah, stated on your background of the study on your draft year, yeah. Did you compare between the previous study and your current study? From the content of finding, for example, from the content of method, from the content of source of the data used, and so on and so on. Did you compare it?
The problem with this research is it's really hard to find the repository because the repository is not like kind of like common. So people don't usually take the research of the repository, and I found the research about the
Mm-hmm.
repository. It was in 1968 and 1972. So it's kind of like very old to compare them.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, this research I think is kind of like new,
Mm-hmm.
but I can compare this research by like using the previous research concerning the storybooks with pictures and also illustration books. Yes, sir.
Okay, we would like to show you, and we are going to set together whether your title stated on your proposal is a rare or is it a never studied by other or not. Okay, I would
Yes,
like
sir.
to show you about the application usually used by yeah, by the researchers, or sometimes I use it, yeah, for searching like this. Okay, I would like to show this, yeah. Okay, can you see it?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay, so we would like to find together here. We would like to find first, we choose the Google Scholar, yeah, the Google Scholar, and then we would like to choose the keyword rebus, right?
Yes, sir.
Rebus like this,
Yes.
story book, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, rebus story book, and then in what year here?
2000. Like what you suggested, we have to find 2014 to
Okay,
now.
2015, yeah,
Oh, yes, 15.
2015 and 2021. Okay, so we would like to search. Okay, is that right? That was okay. No. How about if we find there? Let's Coca Cola. Okay, the Coca Cola repository books or repository. Okay. Okay, now okay, so it's very difficult to find out it. Okay, so how about this? Sorry, repass, yeah. So would like to find out it. Okay, repass, bottom scrub importance website. How about this cross rep, yeah. Okay, the title is repass story. Okay, then we penderize 2015, yeah, to 2021. Okay, yeah, wait for a moment, yeah. I think we have 20. Okay, this is talking about rebus, yeah,
Yes,
talking
sir.
about rebus. So at least we have 200 result for rebus like this, yeah. When you are utilizing this what I'm calling here, this what is this, what I'm calling here, this software, yeah, or this application here, yeah. Okay, so you know, yeah, you choose, yeah, which one which is very suitable, yeah, for your to support your title here. But if we choose like Ripas book, okay, yeah, Ripas book or Ripas books, okay, so I think Okay, so we have many, yeah,
Oh, yes,
many,
sir.
many, many article, yeah. At least we have 200 result from this, yeah. 200, yeah, 200 references talking about Ribas book, yeah. I think you have many references if you use like this, yeah. All right. So we have like, yeah, addendum to the Ribas user's guide, yeah, and then a story outside the book analysis, yeah, and so we have it. Okay, how about from what I'm calling here from the open, yeah, from open, what I'm calling open knowledge, yeah, map, open knowledge map like this, and then we write what this rebus, yeah, rebus storybook, yeah, right, rebus storybook, rebus story storybook. Okay, okay, then we choose I'm calling here, we choose okay, repass we choose this most relevant the article. mm, Repass storybook the article copies. Okay, so the time here, yeah, we write a custom time between from 2015, yeah, and 2021, yeah, 2021. Okay, so we would like to find, yeah, reverse storybook, write this. Okay, so okay, yeah, with a moment, yeah, within 20 seconds. Can you see it?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay, so sorry we couldn't create a knowledge map. Okay, ya, gini yang mungkin keliru ya. Okay, so from 2000, oh udah ada ini from 2000 ini ya. Jadi from 2000, okay, from 2015 ya. From 2015, and this okay I think to 2020. Okay, 2020. And then go. Okay, so if we couldn't find from this, we are going to uh Scholar Coker, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Scholar Coker, Scholar Scholar Coker, yeah. Scholar Coker. Okay, Scholar Coker. I'm so sorry. Coker Scholar, yeah. Coker. Itu Scholar Coker.com. Okay, like this, yeah. Rebus storybook. Okay, storybook. Okay, so we search. Okay, so we have many book story, yeah. So how many here do you have it? Yeah, yeah, at least you have, whoa, 53,900.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we have many, yeah, the many. So which one will you choose is up to you, yeah. Which one will you choose is up to you. Yeah, this is many, yeah, many articles supported your argument. Okay, I think this is the alternative for finding the article, yeah. So we will continue to your what is your writing, yeah. Okay, so before ending, yeah, before ending or before providing the end of the statement on the last paragraph, please write the novelty here, yeah. The novelty is written before the last paragraph, right? So what is the novelty here? What is the news point, yeah, of your research here? If it is a compare between the previous studies and your current study, like this, that's the point, right? Understand what I
So,
mean?
I'm
The
sorry, sir.
novelty,
So
yeah. The last,
the
the
last
end.
paragraph before the problem of study. So we should to put the novelty, sir. Is it right?
Yeah, so before providing before the last paragraph, please provide the novelty. So in the last paragraph, usually, yeah, explain about the main point, the main aim, the main objective of your writing. Yeah, after noticing the differences, so here I'd like to study relate to blank like this is the aim. Yeah, the aim is the conclusion of the paragraph in introduction of study, right? The background of the study. Understand what I mean?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay, so what is the next here? Yeah, the problem of the study, yeah, are how the existing book look like. What do you mean by this here? What are you going to search for? What are you going to look for here?
Oh, actually, that one is just like the primal, like primer study. So,
Yeah, preliminary
I
study. Yeah,
yeah, yes, sir.
preliminary
That's right.
study.
Yeah, so it's just to find out the like what element does the book that we have now and kind of things that can be developed in that book, kind of thing, sir. So the problem is just to see and to found some like some elements that make the books boring and
Okay, good. So if you are going to write the preliminary study, please write on this paragraph here. Yeah.
oh
After
yes, yes.
knowing about the biggest problem or the point of your study, it has a problem like this, and then you explain the reality and the reality of the failed. Yeah, the reality. So what is the reality? Yeah, the reality here is, for example, like the existing book look like. Yeah, what is the published book exist? Exists. Yeah, all right. Then, what is the necessity, what is the necessity needed by the beginner, for example, like this, please write on this paragraph here. It is not necessary to be in reality, and then how, write the reality, and then how, how the beginner reader understand the published book like this. Yeah. They are not interested. Why is not interested? Yeah, please find the, need analysis. Yeah, need analysis. Yeah, need analysis. Yeah, in Indonesian, analysis kebutuhan. All right, so if you have a need analysis, yeah, is it important to create, yeah, repository? Oh yes, it is important. Why? And then you explain here. Yeah. Okay, so next my questions here. Yeah, it will be suitable if you create the research questions by designing and creating. How can you design and how can you create? That the point of question, yeah, on your
Yes.
topic here. Yeah, you do not
Oh,
need to write what is the book, yeah, what was the book existed, and then how can, and the student, yeah, understand the book or read the book. Not, it not is necessary like this. Why? Because your point is design and creating. Yeah, design and creating. All right. Yeah, so if
so
you are going to write about the necessity on the response of the student to the book or to common book like this, yeah, please write in the background of
yes,
study. Yeah, you do not
yes.
need to write in the statement of the study. Okay, understand what
So
I mean?
just
Mhm.
to clarify, sir. So the problem study is just like talking about how the book designed and how the book created. Is it right, sir?
Yeah, okay. I think which one will you choose? Designing and creating or creating like this? So if it is preceded, I think will be first started by designing. How can you design? So in this case, yeah, the product of your study is the designing of repository book. So you have a product of repository book. Okay, right. This is the designing
Oh
or
yes, yes.
development. The development or developing repository book is okay, but if developing, yeah, you have repository book, before, and then how can you develop? But if you create or design, you have no repository book before. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Please consider about my argument, okay? And then you consult to your advisors about this. Okay. The objective of study refers to the problem of study, right? The
Yes,
problem of
sir.
study, yeah. So if you only one problem of study, how can you design or how can how what is create, yeah, this storybook, yeah. The objective is to create, to design, okay, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Well, guys, about the significance of the study, in this study is to develop and modify storybook using repas. Okay, if modify storybook and using repository here, I think developing, not creating or the designing, yeah, developing, yeah. So developing here, okay,
So, so
yeah.
like if I say develop and modify means I can use the the books that I have now just to modify, sir. But if I'm sorry, so if I said to develop and modify means can I use the book that is already existed now?
It is okay. I think development which developing, helping, or concluding, modifying like this. Yeah, when you
Okay.
develop, of course, yeah, in this you modify. All right, yeah, modify. Okay, developing. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
while okay, and then for theoretically and practically, to whom your research will be used for. Yeah, practically like this. Yeah. So please revise, yeah, please revise for English teachers, yeah. For what, yeah, your finding will be used by English teacher like this. Explain it practically, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, practically. I think this is kind of the operational statement, yeah, or practical statement. Okay. Then definition of the key terms, yeah, I think will be okay if you refers to this, yeah, to this,
Oh,
yeah.
yes, sir.
Don't write another statement over other word, yeah, without including or covering on the title. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good, yeah. Next, definition of the key term, the same, yeah, definition of the key terms. Okay, so our chapter 2 here, yeah, refers to the research design, yeah, research design, what kind of research are you going to, so you use like development, yeah.
Yes.
So if it is if you are going to develop, yeah, kind of product, yeah, this is a repository here. This is not designing and creating but developing, yeah,
Oh, yes.
repository books, yeah, without, yeah, giving the statement to motivate,
Oh,
but
yes, sir.
like designing, yeah, repository books for beginner readers.
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay, in learning curve, stop like this.
Oh,
So you have
okay,
no
sir.
treatment or action anymore here. But if you are going to develop, then you add like to motivate here, you have a treatment or action. But you have
Oh,
no anymore like this.
yes, sir.
Understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you for your understanding. Then, so your research design here is R&D. So what kind of R&D? AATI, yeah, AATIE, yeah, at the in abbreviation like this. Yeah. So how can the what are the procedures of conducting AD you explain in your research design like this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so in research design you are going to use R&D, yeah, R&D, and then by using AT, yeah, so whose is it theory, whose
Oh,
theory is it?
yes.
Okay, so you explain like this,
Oh,
and the
yes.
procedures of conducting AT, right? Understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. So research validation, yeah. Research validation refers to the procedures of conducting the ATI. Why? Because in this case, at least you have three, yeah, kind of expert judgment. All right. So the expert of language, the expert of designing or media, and the expert of content like this. The expert of content, yeah, perhaps included to the teacher, yeah, who are expert in making rebus storybook, yeah, it is kind of English storybook or other storybook, but English, yeah, developing English rebus storybook like this, yeah, to the beginner readers like this, yeah. So you need three expert judgment, yeah, I think. Number one is language, yeah, expert judgment on language. If you do not need, this is okay. Okay, why? Because you are going to develop by using English like this. Yeah, English. Okay, and then for the content here, yeah, content and language you conclude into one. You cover into one. Yeah, two one expert judgment. Yeah. How about the media? Yeah, designing. How can you design like because you develop? Okay, you need the media expert judgment on the expert judgment of media. Okay.
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the procedures of conducting. I think you need to read, to reread, yeah, to reread. How can IT procedures conducted? Okay, so how many procedures of IT? Okay, A, net analysis, D, developing, E, in so on and so on. Yeah, such
Yes, sir.
as work or such in define, yeah, define, designing, developing, and what is evaluation, for example, like this. Yeah, so you need to re-explain about this. Yeah, the procedures of conducting RNT. Okay. Next, okay. Yeah, so I think you need to find, yeah, define the procedures of conducting RD, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, sir.
So you just reread or you just rewrite in the procedures of RT. Yeah.
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay, in this case, the research design, yeah, the research design and the process of developing, yeah, not research but developing, and then what the instrument are you going to use, and then how can you validate the instrument, and how can you analyze like this, yeah. Please refer to RD's theory or RD's what is RD's procedures of developing a product, a book like this.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any questions, Lestari?
Yes, sir. The question is, just for, so in R&D, is that the researchers should put the like the process of designing and also
Yes, yes.
uh
Mm. Yes, in IT we have to follow the first procedures first. Yeah, identify the student need. Yeah, and then how can you what I'm calling design, yeah, the syllabus, yeah, and then how can you design the content, how can you manage the content, yeah, and then how can you design the evaluation, yeah, content first and then evaluation. So after this you have to consult to the expert. Okay, yeah, by okay, while or yes, while keeping to the expert, yeah, you keep them, yeah, the instrument. How can the expert evaluate your product, your design like this, and so on and so on. So by reading RD, you will understand about the process of conducting.
yes.
Yeah.
So means in the end of the research, we have to provide like two things, right, sir? The first
Yeah.
is the report of the research, and the other one is just the product itself. Is that right, sir?
Yeah, okay. I think if you are uh, concerned, yeah, to have the development of product, this product, you are the first, yeah, in this department to have R&T. It is okay, I think, yeah, because your research, or your research teachers have no time to explain about R&T, yeah, because we have no syllabus talking about R&T. But if you would like to conduct R&T, I think you are the first. That is okay. Yeah, you are the first in this semester or in a previous semester.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome. Any questions more?
Uh, no, sir, for
No.
now.
Okay. Suji, you would like to say something?
I think no, sir.
No. No. So I think that's all.
Yes. Oh, sir.
Okay.
For the next Thursday,
Huh?
berarti sudah kosong ya, sir?
For the next day, what do you mean by for the next day? So we have one presenter for the next day.
Next Thursday, not this Thursday, sir.
Yeah, next day. What do you mean by next week's more or next next 1 week more? Next week's more after
Yes, yes.
15 after 14th of June.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah, we have to be free on this course.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Next week's more,
Next
next
week's
week more, right? Not next day, not next time. Next week's more, okay. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you for your understanding, Suci. Yeah, any question for others? Okay, make me sure, yeah. Those who are present, Suci. Atau ditunggu aja Suci barusan ini ya berdoa selesai adzan ya. Di saya masih adzan, ditunggu aja. Okay, Suci, go on.
Sir, the voice was breaking down before, so we couldn't really hear what you said.
Yeah, go on, go on. What are you going to say to others? Yeah. Please make sure, please make sure, that your friend are absent. Sorry, that your friends are present for the day. Call them.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you call Sinestari present. Jasa
Present.
present. Novita.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ayu, Putri, Rizky.
Ada, sir. Present.
Okay, Febri,
Present, sir.
Ham, Aprianus present. Silva.
Present, sir.
Okay, siapa lagi nih?
Dina, present, sir.
Dina,
Present, sir.
Kalista,
Yes, sir.
Ayu, Sinti. Ya. Nah, absent kan? Coba panggil lagi, Suci. Ayo, Cynthia.
Ayu, are you
Absent.
here?
Absent.
Yes, sir. Yang saya keluar masuk terus, sir, dari tadi.
Ya sudah, ayo berarti yang ini ya Selasa depan ini ya, Selasa depan, Kamis ya.
Kalau hari
Selasa
Senin
ada. Selasa,
sama hari
sir.
Kamis saya nggak bisa, saya harus ngantar ayah ke rumah sakit, sir, kontrol.
Gitu. Siapa saja Suci tadi? Who are willing to present on the next?
Okay, for Thursday, there are Tita and Kalista Devi. And for Thursday, just Rizky Putri.
Thursday ya. Oh,
Thursday,
unstable connection. Yeah, on the
just
next
Rizky
Thursday.
Putri.
On the next Thursday, yeah.
Just
Right?
Rizky Putri.
Rizky Putri on the next Thursday.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
on the next Tuesday. On the next Tuesday, who are?
Just Rizky Putri, sir.
Rizky
And the
Putri and
Thursday, just Rizky Putri.
Just Rizky Putri on the next Thursday. Tuesday.
Yes.
How about the next Tuesday?
Tuesday, sir.
Oh,
Tuesday.
I think for Thursday you said
So
Tita,
we have
sir.
no Tuesday. We have no Tuesday, yeah. For the next Tuesday and for the next Tuesday and next 2 Tuesdays. Jadi kan ini waktunya kan sudah Selasa. Tidak ada Selasa lagi, tidak ada. Selasa lagi kan untuk ini final saudara. Ya, jadi Kamis depan ini sama Kamis yang akan datang lagi. Waktu kita kan itu. Tidak usah menggunakan waktu yang lain. Ya. Jadi Kamis depan ini berarti besok Rabu, Kamisnya lagi itu Rizky. Ya kan? Masih 2 hari lagi. Kamis depannya lagi itu kan final. Nah, final itu siapa yang tampil di situ? Kita isi final itu, kita isi juga 2 presenter. Paham ya? Nah, semua tugas baik itu video maupun yang sudah diperbaiki, yang sudah presentasi dan makalah yang belum dipresentasikan itu harus dikumpulkan sebelum hari tugas. Ya, hari tugas sebelum final ya, 1 hari sebelum final.
17.
Ya, 1 hari sebelum final.
Sebelum 17 of
Betul,
June berarti,
jam 23
sir.
ya nanti. Ya, jadi berarti jam 15 of June harus dikumpulkan jam 23. Mengumpulkannya di sepadanya masing-masing. Understand?
Yes,
Itu
sir.
tadi yang saya sampaikan itu tadi. Sekarang saya sampaikan bahasa Indonesia biar lebih gamblang. Nah, gitu. Ya, jadi Kamis depan yang presentasi adalah Rizky. Selasa depan itu sudah final yang penelitian kuantitatif. Kamis depannya lagi itu adalah final yang thesis writing benar ya, thesis writing seminarmu itu Kamis ya?
Yes, sir. Kamis.
Ya, Kamis. Nanti Kamis depannya final thesis writing seminar. Finalnya kita isi 2 presentasi itu. Sambil mungkin ada beberapa masalah kita bicarakan di situ. Ya, itu ke sana. Selesai ya sudah selesai saudara, kuliahnya selesai, tinggal menunggu lulus ndaknya gitu ya. Nah, itu lulus nilainya A atau amin. Nah, begitu kan? Ya gitu ya, Branus ya. Paham ya?
Ya,
Oke, ya.
terima kasih, Sir.
Thank you. Ada yang lain yang mau ditanya? Rizky siap ya, Rizky ya, di Kamis depan ya, Rizky ya.
Miss next week ya, sir.
Bukan next week, ya in this week. Digini aja, besok silakan dikirimkan ke saya, dikonsultasikan. Sedapatnya aja dulu ya. Sedapatnya dulu. Jadi belum lengkap dipresentasikan tidak apa-apa, tapi nanti makalahnya harus lengkap gitu misalnya. Tidak apa-apa, ya. Jadi biar you tidak menyoting diri menggunakan YouTube gitu ya. Bukan bukan Google Drive loh ya, YouTube. Ya, YouTube kan nanti bisa dilihat orang banyak gitu loh maksud saya ya. Orang banyak. Jangan dihapus nanti, waduh setelah dihapus. Jangan ya, biar nanti ada banyak like-nya itu kan, wah Rizky tampil banyak like-nya, nah gitu. Nggak apa-apa, nanti di-share gitu biar banyak like-nya. Misalnya kayak gitu ya. Oke. Okay, guys, yeah, I think that's all for the time being for our meeting for today here. Yeah, see you next. Thank you for joining this meeting. Yeah, I see. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Semangat ya.
Ya, sir. Thank you.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay.
Sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Wishing you the best in health. Yeah. Okay. Bye bye.